Hi, so my name is Zionfelix, a celebrity and lifestyle blogger, and then I happen to be one of the keynote speakers for this year's Ghana's Bloggers Summit. Zionfelix, as I said earlier, is a celebrity and lifestyle blogger. I mean, somewhere along the line, I did radio. I also entered into TV. I think with the radio, because of Corona, I'm out. When we went on lockdown, I've never returned on radio again. So for now, radio and TV is off for now. I just want to focus mainly online and make a point that you can work online, do everything online, and still be a successful person as a young Ghanaian. You don't need to always, be running after people. You don't need to be always on traditional media. That is, if you want to be a journalist before you can make a point. So yeah, right now, everything is online. Online, I am everywhere. Website, I have it. Social media, I am there. When it comes to YouTube, I also have a very strong channel on a video sharing platform. So basically, that is Zionfelix. I've been blogging for the past 9 years. Yeah, right after high school, Konongo Senior High School, I had a laptop, and then because of the passion that I had for entertainment, or I have for the entertainment, I started with a free blogging platform that is Zionfelix, zion-felix.blogspot.com. So I created that. I was copying and pasting content because I didn't know anything about blogging. I just loved entertainment. I just wanted to, know what is happening in the world of showbiz. So I just go to the big online platforms. I go and copy content. I come and paste on my free hosting blog. So as I was doing that, Patrice of omgghana.com and then Big SGH, saw what I was doing. He realized that I have passion for the job that I had started. So he wrote on my Facebook wall that I should call him. I called. He asked me to join him at OMG Ghana. So whilst at OMG, I was still operating my free blog. A year or so on, I told Pakwesi to create a website for me. So he created a website for me. I was still with OMG because I didn't want to leave OMG for them to say that, they've brought me somewhere and I've left them. So I think years after being at OMG Ghana, and then also operating my blog at the same time, they asked me to be on my own when they were migrating from omgghana.com to OMG Voice. So, since then, it has been me, myself, and I operating on my website till I think a year or two ago, when I also brought other people on board to also write for me on the website because the task was becoming too much for me because then I had started other content on YouTube where I was hosting my own show, managing my own social media platform, and then on top of it, writing content on the website. So the task had become heavier, so I needed other hands on board. So I decided to also ask other writers to come on the website. And right now, I'm not actively writing on the website, but I go read what is there because it is my name. Anything that people see on the website, they think I'm the person writing it, but it might not be me. So I have to go and check that things there are authentic, are true, are factual, so that the blame will be put on me because I'm the face of the website. People don't even know that I don't write anymore. So I go there to check that things on the website are accurate, so that people will still believe in the brand Zionfelix. So basically, the website is zionfelix.com. You can also type zionfelix.net. It will come. If you go on Instagram, still 1.3 million, get it to 1.4 million. The most followed blogger on Instagram, verified on the picture sharing platform, zionfelix.com. If you go on Twitter, it is _Zionfelix. If you go on Facebook, it is Zionfelix Entertainment News. YouTube is Zionfelix. I'm verified with a little over 360,000 subscribers on the video sharing platform. So basically that is something small about Zionfelix. When I was given this particular topic to talk about, if I wanted them to change it, I wanted them to change this particular topic to share my 5 mistakes in the blogging world. 9 years in the game, 2011 to 2020. 2021 will be 10 years, a decade in the game. And then they asked me to touch on mistakes that I've made in the past 5 years. The reason why I wanted them to change it because I never thought that I've made a mistake during my 9 years journey. Because anything I do there, I'm just doing it, then I move on. But when I sat down to think about the topic, I realized that there are certain things that I should have done throughout the journey. So I sat down, thought about it, and I said, okay, these things should have been done right, Some I have still not done it. Maybe after here, I'll try and work on it so that I'll be more perfect. I'll be more successful in the blogging world. So the first one that I'll touch on, that I want a blogger or somebody who wants to be a blogger or somebody who is in it or somebody who is even successful in the blogging world to take very, very seriously is SEO. I mean, I'm one person that when I started, as I said earlier, I mean, I'm more about content creation. I mean, I always want to give people content. So my mind is always about content, how to get a story, how to make sure that, I mean, the story is accurate. I mean, story, I've had it, read the story and go. But there's something called SEO. I mean, those things will make your website travel very far. If you take time and make all those things very, very, very accurate, you might write one story and then your website will blow everywhere. But for me, I was all about content creation, going up and down, getting the news, listening to radio, TV, going for events, interview people, and just write them and publish. I mean, to do the tags, to do the hyperlinks and all those things, I didn't care about them. All that I focused on was to give people content or to give them accurate information. As years pass by, I realized that new blogs come and then they are all over. If you ask them, Charlie, what do they do correct? They say, oh, SEO. You will see some people that are traffic, like you see people, their traffic, the traffic is very high. They might write just one story in a day. But because they take time in doing all those SEO stuff, as soon as you Google a story, just will pop up. But maybe you are the person who wrote the story first, or the story is just your content, and they came to copy or rewrite from you. Theirs will be popping up, they'll be getting the traffic, but the original content owner might not be getting it because you didn't take your SEO and all those stuff seriously. So I think one of my biggest mistakes that I've done for the past 9 years is not to take SEO seriously. I mean, I was all about content. I mean, just get the content, write a story, and put it out there, forgetting that there are other things very, very, very serious when it comes to blogging. It's not just about the content, but SEO is also important, because if you do your SEO right, it will push you out there for people to also spot your content or your blog. Another thing that I think is a problem for me, or has been a problem for my 9 years, is not being able to, make links, not being able to approach people. Naturally, this might come as a surprise to people because they see me always talking to people in front of the camera, posting lots of stuff. Naturally, I'm a very shy person. I'm an introvert. If I don't know you, it's very, very, very hard for me to approach you and communicate with you. So throughout my 9 years, everything that I've done is based on my work speaking for me. So I make sure that every job that I do it very well, so that that particular job will sell me. I've always been telling myself that if I was an outspoken person, if I was an extrovert, I would be entering offices, companies, approaching people to sell myself to them, because I have one of the biggest brands in the country. So approaching a big company, giving them the stats to tell them that I have this followership, I've worked with these people, and then this is the benefit that they gain. I'm sure I'll be getting a lot of brands to work with. There are so many entertainers that I wish I'll be working with. I wish I'll be interviewing. I wish I'll be doing a lot of stuff for them. But because I'm an introvert, I meet them at events, and I feel shy to talk to them. They know me, I know them. But they'll say, Zion, how are you? I'm fine. Then that's it. The communication cuts. I don't extend the communication. There are so many big people that have entered places that, oh, Zion, yeah, it's me. But to continue the communication, take it from there, and then, build contact becomes very, very, very difficult for me, because I'm an introvert and I feel shy talking to people. I've met big politicians. They'll call you, Zion, I want to meet you. And then I'm like, what are we going to talk about? We meet, we talk, and that is it. I don't continue the communication. And then because of that, I've lost a lot of deals. So I think that is one thing that I would advise any person in this field, that no matter who you are, whether you are an introvert or extrovert, try and then associate with people, because you don't know who or where your next gig will come from. I mean, everybody wants to interview, let's say, the Stone Boy, the McBrowns, the Nadias. But I mean, when I get there, when I meet them, I mean, I start to feel shy. So that is one thing that's, as of now, I'm still battling. Even when I'm interviewing people and I see lots of people around, I feel shy to ask questions that I want to ask. I remember I went to an actress house and her husband was sitting down. I asked her to let her husband go away because I can't ask the kind of questions I want to ask. So that is one big problem that I have. I think it's a mistake that I've been with for the past 9 years that I should correct right now. My next mistake for the past 9 years as a blogger is, as I said earlier, I didn't take SEO seriously. There are new things that have come up, something like, we call something called Google News. We have something called Ocran News. All those things, I didn't take them seriously. It was until recently that I realized that it has been helping people to get traffic, and then at the long run, making them earn more money. As I said earlier, I mean, it was all about content for me. So right now, as I realize that people are making good use of the Google News and then the Opera News and other external ways of getting traffic on the platform, I have this perception that, I mean, I can't do everything. And then division of labor, I studied econs in uni and in high school. So division of labor, everybody or each and everyone, what he or she is good at. So I've employed people to also work on that aspect, the Google News and then Opera News, because every blog needs traffic. I used to joke with all those things, but I realized that, I mean, it is important. You can't hustle, stress yourself, have sleepless nights to get content, and after getting content, you get no traffic for them. So because of that, I've also employed people to work on that aspect for me, because I can't do everything. The thing is, I don't know how they even operate, because I'm not an IT guy. Mine is to get the content. So when I realized that I was losing out on that aspect, I've also employed people to work on those things so that the website can also compete with the new ones who know a lot about all these things. Because you might be an OG, but the new ones who know all these IT or tech things might come and bypass you with just 1 or 2 stories. You might have all the exclusive content, but because they know more of the IT stuffs, they might copy your content or rewrite them and make it like their own content and will still move. So I mean, we have to learn new things as days, weeks, months, years go by. So that's another mistake that I think right now I've corrected it. With other ones, I'm trying to correct them. And one other mistake is not boosting content years back. This period, if you boost your content on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you might not have results as compared to years back when we started, because there were not a lot of pages or people online that you'll be battling the space with. Those years, I used to see a lot of people boosting their content online, getting a lot of traffic. But as usual, I mean, the boy was always thinking about, I mean, genuine content, getting organic traffic on the website, believing that, I mean, if I put my story out there, I'll get the traffic, I'll get the likes, but it wasn't coming. I mean, people boosted their content, and as of now, boosted their pages on Facebook, and as of now, they have like 1 million likes on Facebook, they have over 900,000 likes on Facebook. But we were thinking about, oh, my content will sell me on the social media platform. The content was selling us elsewhere, but on the social media platform, it wasn't. Now, most traffic come from Facebook. And this is a situation whereby you don't have more likes on the platform for a lot of people to see your content. So if I had boosted my pages years back, I'll be clocking like the 1 million likes or the 2 million likes. And then anytime I share my stuffs on my Facebook page, I'll be getting a lot of traffic on the website. Years back, we didn't do that. We didn't boost our pages. We were just trying to use the organic stuffs. And that has affected us hugely when it comes to traffic and then at the long run revenue making on the platform. Last but not least is one major problem that I always tell people that they shouldn't learn from Zionfelix anytime I'm giving a talk about how successful I've become. This is very, very important. It is a mistake, but I've been able to sail through for the past 9 years that I think I'm changing a little bit. I don't plan when I'm doing stuffs. I just move along anywhere the wind will blow me. I just move, I just go. I've been able to do this for the past 9 years, and God has seen us through for us to get to where we are. But as you grow, you study certain things and try and then amend it, you solve some things. I've not been planning, but now I've started planning. Since I've not been planning, I've been losing a lot of things because if I had planned, maybe I wouldn't have made that mistake. So as a blogger, you need to plan on so many things that you do. I mean, I was doing everything all by myself. If I had planned, I would have started with certain people. I would have, maybe some of the mistakes that I even made in the past, I wouldn't have made them. Right now, I don't even think I have up to 500,000 likes on Facebook. But if I had planned, I had goals that, okay, at the end of this year, I want this kind of followers. At the end of this year, I want to hit this margin. Maybe I will even be bigger than where I am right now. Maybe if I had planned that at the end of this year, I want to work with these brands. I want to be a PR for this person. I want to establish this kind of company. Maybe I would have been the Kwame Despite I want to be. I would have been the boss of multimedia that I want to be. That is one thing that I always tell people not to learn from Zionfelix. Yes, I'm doing well, but if I had planned, maybe I'll be owning one of the biggest media houses here in Ghana. So planning is very, very key. As an individual, you need to plan for yourself, for your entity, so that things will go on well for you. These are 5 mistakes that I think I have done in the past 5 years as a celebrity and lifestyle blogger here in the country, Ghana. My name is Zionfelix.